The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of WBGR Network. Any questions or concerns about what is said should be directed to the show host, whose information will be provided upon request.
Let's talk about the positive life, the positive life, positive life. Let's talk about the positive life, the positive life, positive life. Let's talk about the positive life, the positive life, positive life.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome to another show of Let's Talk Positive. You have to have the patience of Job, you know what I mean? You know what? Say hi to everybody.
Hello, how you doing?
Let me say hi to, and let me greet everybody around the world. To the Nigerians, Cairo, to the Spanish, hola, to the French, bonjour, comment allez-vous, to the Indian people from the north and south, namaste, wanna come, to my Filipino friends and family, hi, kamusta, family, to the Koreans, annyeonghaseyo, to the Japanese, konnichiwa, to the Chinese, ni hao, to the Cantonese, ni hao, to the Guyana people from Africa, Mimawaju, the Hawaiians, aloha, Pakistan, assalamu alaikum, Vietnamese people, xin chào, Ethiopian, Mediterranean, those who speak that language, salam and shalom, Arabic people, marhaba, the Russians, kavazabu, and all the English people all over the world. Hey, how y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all repost and share. We have a fantastic show. Ashley's going to be like a whole lot of things. I'm looking at something, so she's trying to reach, someone trying to call me now, which I don't know why they're trying to call my number, but just hold on 1 second. I'm about to see what's what. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah. You have to call the call-in number, honey.
Yeah. What's the number? Because I couldn't get through with that one. The one Orlando gave me.
Okay, because I'm live right now, and he should have given you that number. Because I'm actually on live, okay? Let me see. You have to call. Yeah, that's fine. 202. Okay, just listen for a second. I'll give it to you. Hold on. Hey, y'all, you know what? It is what it is. I'm sorry that this is going on, but it's at call 202.
Okay.
What is it? 429 9247. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm on live, all right? So you call there now, all right? All right, that's my first guess. All right. So she's calling actually from the Bahamas. And so I don't know why she was having trouble getting through. I'm not too sure. But you know what? Blenders and bloopers and all kind of stuff, it just happens, like that. I usually don't try to get the phone up because I always give them the other number to call in. Mm-hmm. And, we'll figure it out as far as that goes. They're supposed to be trying to call in. Hopefully that'll... I told them 301 number, yeah. So hopefully with them calling from the Bahamas, sometime in Freeport, it may be a little bit different, hopefully. But anyway, we're going to take a commercial break after all this anyway. So it is what it is, bloopers, all kind of stuff. All right. So anyway, listen. Last week, we had Senior Pastor Derek Faison from the Impact Church.
Right.
He's actually under Bishop T.D. Jakes' ministry. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. You talking about one fantastic. Oh my goodness. And then he said the surprise is that Bishop T.D. Jakes is actually going to go down there, and I guess the church is so new, so he's going to pray for the church, the prayer for the church, and I'm sure it's going to do very, very well. That's going to be special. I wish we can go. But the pandemic. Also, he's going to have this wonderful block party, really specializing in the health. So I thought that was like really that's going to be that's very nice. Yeah. So of course he's also, that was one of the places where they actually did part of Round the Clock Entertainment did the Stella Awards. So that was really nice. I think the place used to be a movie theater. So can you imagine that scenery must be really, really nice. To God be the Lord for that.
That would be really
He is doing
fantastic.
It's going to be fantastic, right? One thing this with this month being September, and of course, every month seems like it's Mental Health Month anyway. But what I wanted to really talk about, I just did a course, and of course, all medical nurses. I think it was a whole lot, thousands of people were on the line. We have to do a mandatory course pertaining to the COVID, because they wanted us to do it also. It's mandatory that you do it before the 30th of this month. So I did one of the courses, and I actually got my certificate, Vax Up or Mask Up, like this. That's a certificate. But what was really interesting was the doctor on there who specialized in all this. I mean, as far as that, he has ties with CDC, FDA, whatever he specialized in, which he specialized in all this other stuff. Still, what I appreciate was he still said, you know what, it's a lot of things that we're still learning that we still don't know. A lot of questions that I even had pertaining to this COVID, and we have different companies who are making the vax, and I really wanted to know, as far as when they say blueprinting, really tell us, does that mean synthetic, or what is it? Of course, I think so many people had so many questions that we couldn't get all out, questions answered. And so we talked about, he even talked about, I said, what are the components of it? But I guess maybe they'll tell us later as far as that, because I really want to know, what are the components? Is it different from Pfizer versus Moderna? And I think it's only the Pfizer one FDA approved, where the other ones are still waiting. Now, what he said was profound. His name is Dr. Elderman. I think he's a Jewish guy. He said that he feels that they actually put this out sooner than what they usually should, because usually when they do experimentations and different things, it takes about a year to 4 years to really get it. But because this was like an emergency, that they had to do it within a short period of time.
In other words, they rush it.
They really did rush it. But at least he didn't lie. He said, it's usually 1 to 4 years of experimental, and then they give it to the vast of the people. That's what he said. Also, he talked about the new variant. He said the Delta, of course, is the one that's the problem right now. Actually, the first one, which was the Alpha, the Alpha one was the one that actually was hitting like a lot of the elderly, especially 65 and older, and also, older people, older adults, like even from, I guess, 30s on up. But he said that this Delta seemed like it's really targeting the younger generation. That's the problem right now. Of course, there's a newer one called MU, but they can't really tell you about that, because again, they're still studying it. This is all new. So they're seeing like, what's the difference between the Delta versus the Mu? They really don't know. Not yet anyway. So I thought that, I appreciate that at least he told the truth. And he's like, look, this is how it is. And, we're still studying, we're still learning. Also, he mentioned about a monster variant that they're predicting will come. And that's very, very, very scary, because he said something about they're not even sure if vaccine or unvaccine is going to help that at that point. That's what they're thinking. So, people, again, it's praying time. It just is. It's praying time. We need to fast and pray, and really seek the Lord about this, because this right here, lasting this long a time, and it doesn't seem to be letting up. And what they're saying is the variant will mutate. And the thing about it is, what I read also, I think it was from Johns Hopkins, they had a listing of the variants. And the strange thing was that they were Greek names that they were given. Alpha, beginning, and then the last one that was on the list, guess what, was Omega.
Isn't that something?
Wow. That right there is like, make you think, right? As far as the Alpha and Omega and everything in between. So I'm like, this is, we got a lot to pray about. This is some things that make you go, right? As far as that goes. So again, what we tell people, of course, the USA really want people to be vaccinated. We understand that. However, a lot of people, of course, they have their religious beliefs. And what I also learned was that even for those who have religious exemptions for employment, there is a Title VII of the U.S. Civil Rights Act that also protects those who have religious beliefs. Even for the college and the school, those who have religious beliefs, whatever their religion is, because again, I talk with all kind of people, those who are vaccinated and who are not vaccinated, so I can't leave out anybody. But even for the colleges and the school, people in school, they can't discriminate against you. There's a Title IV of the U.S. Civil Rights that will protect, meaning if you're treated differently, or they try to say just require or coerce, harassed, intimidated, the retaliation against, and anything like that, or you can't participate in certain things. That right there, that U.S. Civil Rights Act, Title VII, Title IV, that right there covers, it's a protection by law that they cannot discriminate against people who have a religious belief. So the religious exemptions, that's what they say as far as that go. I thought that was interesting because people do need to know. Again, you know, me being a nurse, I can't make you take the shot unless you sign for it. You know what I mean? So I can tell you the pros and the cons of it. However, it will be up to you. And I don't agree that they should take your choice away. It should be a choice thing, because a lot of times if you take it, if it's your first time, you don't know how you're going to react to it. We have a lot, even though it's a minute amount, still it's there. We can't ignore it. Some people take it and they die. Some people take it and they have different side effects. And some of them take it, they say they're medical. They try to do all the right things, and they end up, it messed them up cardiology, cardiac wise, and different things. They find themselves throwing medication. Now, even though that's a small percentage, but it's still there. We can't ignore that. So what do I tell people, me dealing with people who are vaccinated and who are not vaccinated? I still got to tell them, the culprit really is the hands. So you still got to wash your hands with soap and water for the 20 seconds. It just makes sense, right? It also kills that fat part of the COVID. Also, you got to not wash your hands just one time. You have to continually wash your hands. Periodically, you got to just wash your hands, because you're touching on different things. And God forbid, if you touch something that has COVID and then you did one of them numbers, like something scratch up here, then you got to have COVID. You know, that's the thing. Also, of course, there are breakthroughs. People who are fully vaccinated, some of them, even though it's a small percentage maybe, but they're still getting COVID. They still got to wash your hands. You got to also eat foods that are high in vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin C. And I think someone said selenium. Someone also said apple pectin, some things. It's a doctor that mentioned those. But you got to eat things that will help to boost the immune system. It just, to me, makes sense. Also wearing your mask. Of course, we got to wear a mask. Everybody, vaccine or not. Got to wear your mask. Also, the social distancing. We still got to do all that, and wiping off using the Lysol spray. What do you say about that, Mom?
Well, you know, things like that we can't help, but we can do the simple things.
You can do simple things.
And of course, this is very simple, and everybody should do this. And matter of fact, this should be a lifestyle.
It should be a lifestyle.
That is, be clean.
Be clean.
Wash your hands. Keep things clean. Eat the proper diet. And then pray.
Pray.
Because the Bible said that, and God to tell us, if we walk upright before Him, no good thing He will withhold from us.
That's right.
And everything is under condition. And so, if you lack wisdom, those who know the Lord, get wisdom from the Lord, because it takes wisdom to live here on this earth.
Absolutely. See, my people perish because of the lack of knowledge, and know that we're finite. We're not. We're finite. So it is trial and error. You can't say, well, you try. That's what man does. We try different things, and it's experimental, and we hope and pray that this works, that work. If not, they got to redo it over again. I don't know. There was also a guy that was on. It was a doctor. I know he was GYN, but he said that he had noticed. Now this is only maybe a small percentage, less than 1% maybe. But he said he had noticed that some of his clients who were ladies, got vaccinated, but they ended up having problems. Their menstrual periods changed. So the speaker said, wow, I never heard that before, but that would be interesting. I need to look more into that. So I don't know if the doctor was going to get back in touch with him so that they can maybe look into that and make sure that it's not something new, a new problem occurring for women who menstruate. We have to make sure of that. It may be less than 1%. We don't know, but they still, again, this is a learning thing. You know, you're learning. Don't know the answers. You have breakthroughs. I'm sure when they had this, they wasn't expecting the breakthroughs that they have. They wasn't expecting people who were fully vaccinated to, when you swab them, they had COVID in the nasal pass. Some of them did. As far as they weren't expecting all that. So again, it's like a trial and error, learning. They said, now you got to get the booster because maybe that's going to do it. We'll see. If people get the booster, they have to check maybe months to months later to make sure, did they have breakthroughs, or did this resolve? Did that, you know, is that the problem solving, or is there a fourth booster that needs to be taken? We don't know.
Of course, I believe that everybody should be tested, and on a regular basis.
On a regular basis,
right? And that way you sort of keep up with
You too.
whatever, because by knowing what's happening to your body, then you get to know how to work with it.
That's right. You're right. Spot on. Because I was saying that also. I think that if they require the unvaccinated, then everyone. So you here in D.C., thank God, they do have a place, the libraries, where you can go and you can swab yourself, as long as you send in the specimen that same day. And it's free. You can do that. So the vaccinated and the unvaccinated should go ahead on in and get it done to make sure that you are negative. Because the bottom line is, the goal is you want to be COVID negative. That's what you want, is a negative, right? Vaccinated or not vaccinated. So you know, these are the end times, and you know, sometimes you know, you see that one world coming. You know, people, you know, we who are in Christ, we know that these are the end times. You know what I mean? And things are gearing up. You see it, the famine, the plagues that are going on, you know, things that we've never seen before, pestilence, all that. The Bible talks of that, so we have to be mindful of that, and we have to be ready, because we never know when the Lord's going to practice God.
No,
we don't know, right?
That's right?
And then, you know, we don't want to get into that one world, because if that happens, a lot of people won't have no other choice. You know what I mean? To see for that. Well, you know, we who are Christians, we know where we're going. You know, we living to live again. You know what I mean? No time to sell out now. You know, you have to trust in the Lord. And I thank God, you know, regardless, you know, I also say with the, because of the HEPA law and also PHI, that really a lot of these things that they do have, they have your date of birth on it, which is you're not supposed to really. But the bottom line is really, you really want to, the goal is to be negative regardless. You know, that's but anything else you want to say, Mom? Because you know, we have a guest on the line. So.
Okay. I was thinking, of course, I was listening to the news and what have you. It seemed as if there's going to be a shortage, and of course, everything have gone up. So I would say to the people, find a good farmer's market.
That's good. And
go there a little before they close out, and therefore you can get some bargain. And because they can't keep the food because it goes bad so fast.
It does, yeah.
So when you go there just before it closes, get the food, fix it up, and then divide it into meals. And put it in your freezer. This way you don't put in the whole thing all together, but divide it into meals. And then as you want it, take it out the freezer.
That's awesome.
And thaw it out and then fix it. This way, I think everybody should do that, because we have to be wise living down on this earth.
That makes sense. And also those who have gardens, they can, you know, do little things like that. Because then you know what you put on your plants. You know what's on there. No pesticide and stuff like that, you know.
It is healthy.
It's more healthy. It's healthy for you.
And eat as much vegetables as possible. Yeah, that's important.
I tell you, she's very, very wise. I tell you, I appreciate you, really. You know what? For real. It just makes sense, people. Write it down, Let's go on this commercial break. Woo! Commercial break.
Let's talk about the positive.
Let's Talk Positive Life with Rainier airs live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The show is seen worldwide and has a variety of topics, including discussions from medical, community affairs, live entertainment, and everyday conversations with guests, including the entertainment capital, Hollywood, California. Let's Talk Positive Life reaches a global audience with over 300,000 views every Wednesday on Roku, Fire Stick, Facebook, and WBGR Network. Let us advertise your business. For more sponsor, donation, and advertising information, or to join the conversation as a guest, contact Rainier Montgomery at www.letstalkwithrainier.com and click on Contact Us. So spread the word. Sponsor opportunities are now available. Let's Talk Positive Life with Rainier.
My guest, gospel recording artist Gabrielle Styles of Freeport, Bahamas. Don't miss this.
You're on, Renee.
Okay, and we are back. We are back. I just told her to watch. You know what? It is what it is. All right. I know y'all enjoyed the new music video. Let me do a short bio. Gabrielle Styles is one of the newest gospel recording artists on the scene, y'all. She is from the Bahamas, Freeport, Mon. Yes. She is a praise and worship leader. She's on the team. Her debut in the music industry was back in 2018. To her credit, she has had several nominations and won Gospel Song of the Year award at the Elevation Awards back in 2019. Wow. Already. She's new on the scene and winning already. She anticipates that God will do through this new venture in prayer, which is to bless and inspire people with the message of gospel through music, exalting the name of Jesus. Ladies and gents, here is Gabrielle Rachel Styles. Hey, lady, how you doing?
Hi, nice to be here.
Nice to, and I love your accent, girl. Yes, I do. I have to tell you this. One of your songs,
thank you.
One of your songs that you sang, I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but I told Orlando, I told you sound so much like CeCe Winans. Have anyone ever told you that?
Pardon me, can you repeat yourself?
I said, have anyone told you that you sound a lot like CeCe Winans?
Oh, wow. That's a wonderful compliment. No. No one ever told me that. Thank you.
You do. I was listening. I'm a singer-songwriter also, and so I listen, I'm like, wow, you sing so, it's a beautiful, you sing and it's clear, and it just flows. So just know that. I told Orlando, I'm surprised he didn't tell you. I'm surprised about that.
Thank you. No, he didn't mention it, but thank you.
Okay. Well, you get on him about that.
Yes.
Tell us about, when did you actually know that you could sing? When did you know? Did someone tell you, and when did you start actually singing?
Well, at a very young age, I sang about 5. I knew that I was able to sing, and then the first time I actually sang in front of an audience was at my mother's wedding.
Yeah, okay.
And that was when I was about 10 years old.
Okay.
And after that, I just sang in the shower, sang around the house. But it wasn't until I became a Christian about 5 years ago that I joined the praise team and I started to use my voice for God.
Come on here.
That's good.
That's a wonderful and beautiful thing. Wow. And you're so pretty. I'm looking at you. Look how beautiful you are. And I have to ask you this. Who have been your influences in music, whether it's gospel, R&B, reggae, any type of music, secular? Who are your influences? Who inspires you?
Well, our very own. He's from the Bahamas. His name is Osman Jadot.
Okay.
And he is a gospel artist.
Okay.
And I just love him because I have a personal relationship with him. I know him personally. And I know he's an awesome man of God.
Okay.
His thing is all about ministry and people. So that's who I admire. I know he has a personal relationship with God.
Yes,
and he's just an all-around nice person.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you got to talk about this because you did mention that, you're on the praise and worship team. What does that actually mean to you in setting the atmosphere for the preacher of the hour? Talk about that, about praise and worship, just a little bit.
Yeah, so praise and worship is very important. Setting the atmosphere, I believe that is so important as well. I always spend time in prayer and reading the Word before I go before God's people, because when I go before God's people, I want deliverance to take place. I'm not just going up there to sing, but I want something to break, chains to be broken. A lot of people come in churches, they are hurt, they're going through a lot of storms and trials, and so I just want, them to know that God is with them, and God is a deliverer, He's a healer, and when I sing, I just want them to experience that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you have a favorite Bible scripture that you kind of use to kind of tie in your ministry of what you're doing now, since you are now a gospel artist? You've been a gospel artist for about, you said, 5 years or so. Is there a specific Bible, your favorite Bible verse that you really like?
My favorite Bible verse is, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future." And so, every time I face trials or, something happens that I'm wanting to question God about, I'm like, God, I know you gave me a hope and a future. My hope and my future is in you. And so I have no reason to fear or worry. And that just gives me reassurance.
That's awesome. Wow. Okay. Wow. People, I hope y'all hear that. Amen. Because, a lot of people need to hear you in regards to, how you feel about the Lord, and it's been 5 years since you gave your life to Christ, and you're so advanced already. That's very powerful, and that's really a testimony. Talk about your two songs that you have out, "Sure Thing" and then "When God Seems Silent." Talk about the background of that. Did you write those songs?
Well, I didn't write those songs, but "Sure Thing" was written by, because I like to sing I like Bahamian writers, so I like to use them.
Okay.
And so "Sure Thing" was written by Jalisha Said, and she's a Bahamian, and "When God Seems Silent" was written by Ozin Jadar, who I referenced earlier, and yes, both of them are saved, sanctified, and love the Lord. So when they came to me and said, "Here's a song I would like you to, release," I'm like, wonderful. I was ready to do it.
That's awesome.
But yes.
That's awesome.
Thing.
What's that? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, I was about to say, tell you a little bit about "Sure Thing" and "When God Seems Silent."
Okay.
Yeah, so "Sure Thing" basically telling us that God is a sure thing. The systems of this world will fail us, people will fail us, but we know that God will never fail us. We depend on God in any season of our lives, and He'll come through first. And so that's basically what "Sure Thing" is talking about. And "When God Seems Silent," that's talking about, when we face storms and when we face trials, when situations come about that we don't like, unpleasant situations, we know that God is a present help in the time of trouble. Even though it may seem like He isn't near you, He is always with you. The scripture says that I will never leave or forsake you. And, I just wanted to encourage people. I know these are trying times. So when God seems silent, I just want to encourage people to let them know that God is with you, even in the chaos.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I know that when they gave you the songs that you made it your own. I'm sure you did. That's an awesome thing. What are your long-term goals as far as where do you see yourself in about 3 to 5 years? That includes even your dreams as far as in the gospel world.
Well, I'm just going with God. Whatever He has for me, I just want to be, in tune with Him so I can listen and hear and know what He has for me so I can move according to what He says. I'm about to release my EP, my first EP, and that includes "When God Seems Silent" and "Sure Thing," and then 3 additional songs. But, I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I know I'm going to be releasing music, but I'm just going with God.
That's awesome. Oh, my goodness. That time just goes, I tell you. But you got to tell us, how can we support your ministry by, your songs, and also how do we get in touch with you in regards to social media?
Okay, so you can purchase on all streaming platforms because it's available on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, all of the music streaming platforms.
Okay.
You can find me on Facebook at Gabrielle Styles Music,
Okay.
and also on YouTube at Gabrielle Styles Music.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then, did you want to give some shout outs to anybody?
I just want to shout out Orlando Miller for making this happen. I'm so happy that he's in my life, and he's been encouraging me. He's been helping me, even as a new gospel artist. So I just want to shout him out, and also Osley Jadot, because he is my manager, and he has been pushing me, and I've grown so much under him, and so
That's
I'm so
awesome.
grateful for that. Yeah.
I can't wait to see what else you come out with. And I think that you can probably, do some lyrics and make your own songs as well. You have a beautiful voice,
Yeah,
I tell
definitely.
you.
That's something I want to work on next.
Okay, that's awesome. And also congratulations. I mean, with you, going into gospel music and then already a winner as far as the Gospel Song of the Year Award at the Elevations Award. That's like, wow.
That's
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. So that was, I was a part of a praise and worship team.
Yeah.
Again, he was the praise and worship leader at Gateway.
Okay.
And that's in Freeport Bahamas. And we won as a group collectively for a song we did.
That's awesome.
And so that's
That's
that was
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah. I'm definitely, people, I want you guys all over the world, please support Gabrielle. I mean, she is doing it up. She sounds a lot. Just remember that I said that. You really do. You sound so much like CeCe Winans, and that's beautiful. She actually, because of her sound, she not only hits the gospel, which is what we do, sell awards. It's really known for the African Americans, but she also hits the Christian, which is, it goes everywhere. So we're talking all races at that point. So you're going in definitely that direction. That's how I see it. All right. Have a good one, okay? Take care, all right? Keep in touch.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I tell you, even though we started late, but anyway, she's absolutely wonderful. Right. She has a beautiful voice. I love her voice. Let's do a commercial break because my other guest is here, and that time goes. Break time, yeah.
I build my life on things eternal. A faithful friend, he cannot fail, no. When all around is sinking sand, I hold on to my Father's hand. Forever. My anchor is holding forever. He is the rock of my salvation, the God who was and is my portion, my everlasting constant help. He has never failed me yet. Consistent, he's unchanging. My God is a sure thing. My anchor is holding forever. My God is a sure thing.
Sure thing. Yeah. He's a sure thing. He's a sure thing. Okay. He's a sure thing. Woo. Yes, sir. He's a sure thing. Oh. He's a sure thing. Yeah. He's a sure thing. He's a sure thing. Okay.
Hey, yeah. We cannot be. We cannot be. He will never fail us. We cannot be. We cannot be. He
and I work out. I'm a pescatarian, so I don't eat any meat, and I rarely even eat any fish. I eat is salmon. Unless I'm in the island, I'll eat grouper. I eat a lot of alkaline foods, a lot of spinach and kale and stuff like that. I don't drink any sodas. I don't eat anything white.
Okay.
I don't do any salt. I work out every other day or every day if I can. And that's basically it. I really monitor how I eat. Keeps my pressures down.
Oh! I was listening, and look, the thing went red. You know what?
I can't.
You can't see, right? So I
don't know what's going on with my hair. I just
was. You know what? You know what? It is what it is. You know, right? Okay. Look, and we are back. We are back. Yeah, and don't you laugh. We back here. Okay. So I have the one and only Apostle Veryl Howard. I don't know if y'all know. Everybody know her because let me tell you, she's the pastor of Matthew's 633 Global Ministries, manager of national recording artists who are number one, not number two, number one in rating on top. The top. If you people out there, if y'all need someone who's a PR that's going to get you to the top, she's your lady. She going to do it for you. I promise you. Yeah. She's also a radio announcer, Faith Star Radio, BDS. She's the one that's responsible. If you don't have BDS, get in touch with her. She know lottie-dottie everybody. I promise you. Let me say this. Before she was saved, she knew everybody as far as the R&B. You name it, yeah, she know them. She has 5 books. She's an author, health coach, ordained chaplain, pastor. She also is a PR. She's the casting director of Dim Gibson Films, which is actually the #1 TV show on all black TV, We TV network. If y'all don't know it, it's like double cross. It's almost like some of the other ones, Tyler Perry, all of them. It's just as good as they, if not better. I promise you. She's over all that. So she's here, and also I have another guest here. Her name is Therese Marie Jones. She's actually on the phone. You see a picture of her. Isn't she pretty? Yes, she is. Yeah, girl. You got it going on, Therese. Yes, you do. She is, check this out, the only African American designer who is being highlighted in the top 3 Fashions Week. High honor, okay? That don't happen. That don't happen, okay? For real. So she has her tailoring. Her clothes is, let me just say this. Her clothes is the Mickey Mac from what I saw. The Mickey Mac. Okay, you want something done, I mean, it can really be Hollywood, all that. She's up there like that. Like, you should see the collection. TMC Collections, off the chain. Okay? Yeah. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, Therese.
Hello.
You know what? Y'all know I'm gonna do you right. That's what I do. Yeah. Okay. But Apostle, you are hilarious. That's why she here. She knows she like being on my show. Yeah.
I like your personality. You don't change. You're sweet as you could be. And
thank you.
You got a swag personality. How about that?
Okay. Swag.
And you're the only one I know that says, yeah, yes you do, yes you do. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. But you got to talk about this. It's something that's going on in a couple of weeks, and this is like fabulous. I mean, this is up here, and I mean, the 3 places, to be honest, where people will do fashion, people, is New York. That's here in the USA. Yes. Is Italy, Milan, Italy. Is Paris, France. Whoa! When you have reached those places, you there. Beverly Hills, all them, Hollywood would tell you that. They're going to go to those 3 places, and you have basically reached it. You got to talk about this. It's like a miracle as far as that goes. You're so pretty. She's one of the models, and I hope they'll show one of the pictures of her. Beautiful. She's always been a pretty lady. She's always been pretty all her life. She can't take an ugly picture. I've never seen Apostle on a bad day. I don't even know what that is. I'd be like, huh? Who that? No, it don't happen. Talk, Apostle.
Well, first of all, it's miraculous that I'm even going. I'm just going to be very candid. I'm over 50. Okay? I'm not a size 0. I'm not a size 2, 6, nor 8. Okay. And for Therese to ask me to come model is just nothing but God. I know it's God, and the timing of it is God. I used to model a long time ago. As you know, I've been in a bunch of pageants. You know, the whole 9 yards. And I thought that, okay, people would say, Apostle, you need to still model. I was like, no, those days are over. I would tell people that, you know, but God didn't say that.
Come on here.
And so what happened was with Therese, she designed my outfit. You talked about Double Cross TV show that I do casting with. The directors, who are wonderful, Howard and Crystal Gibson, they put me in as a cast member now.
Wow.
And Therese designed my clothes.
I know. I hope y'all show it. Control room,
she
show
designed my clothes, and she designed my clothes without even having my measurements. And so she said she bought my outfit to California when we were shooting.
Wow.
And hung up with one of her friends. She bought with her. This girl's powerhouse. Another celebrity. She designs Nikki Rich from Oprah's show. She designs hers too. She brought her with her, and she bought my outfit, and they matched up my shoes, and the rest is history. And then she said, you know what? I'm inviting you to model in Milan, Paris, and New York. And then the more and more we've been talking, she's like, you know what? There's some more going on.
Come on here.
So God has refurbished my career. And when I thought it was over, it wasn't over. And I look at her as a blessing. I cried one day on the phone with her because, you know, my mom just passed.
Yes.
And so I didn't know if I was really going to be able to do this. And I cried so heavy on the phone with her when my mom passed. And I said, Therese, I know I got to go now. I said, because God knew this was going to happen. And I look at Paris and Italy as a spiritual assignment for me, but also rejuvenation and a transition for me.
Yes.
And God speaking life back into me and the things that are in my belly.
Yes.
And so Therese is one of the midwives who spoke to my modeling. And so the fire became back alive in me again because she recognized that in me.
Come on here.
And so I'm excited to be going. People are like, are you afraid? You know, COVID's over there. Sonny, COVID's in the USA.
Come on here. Yes,
so
it
I'm
is.
covered in the blood.
Come
I
on.
ain't stupid. I'm eating right. I'm doing my vitamin D3s. I'm doing my elderberry, my vitamin C's, my oregano oil, and I try not to make my body toxic.
Come on here.
But now that she has asked me to model, it's another dimension of how I'm cleansing now. Because I got to keep my skin up, got to keep my hair up, got to keep my figure up.
Well, you doing that. Look how pretty she is. Look like, you know what she pretty at? Therese, you got to talk about this also. This is like huge as far as what's coming up. Talk about that, because when did you even got the, you know, how did you even get that date and also to go over there? Talk about that.
This is a dream come true. I'm really excited for this opportunity to go and showcase in Paris. I mean, that was just a dream, and now it's a reality. And I'm actually in one of the premiere shows in both Milan and Paris.
Wow.
So I'll be showcasing along with other famous designers who have millions of followers and address some of the biggest personalities in the industry. And I'll be right there with them. And I'm so excited to bring Pastor Val to model for me. I mean, she's absolutely beautiful, and she has the spirit, and she has the confidence to be able to take any of my pieces and just turn it to life on the runway. So I'm really excited. This is an exciting moment.
That's awesome, and I know a lot of pictures will be taken, and hopefully I'll be able to see them. You got to talk about this.
Oh, yes.
You know, yeah, this is powerful because, Apostle, you talked about, you know, wanting to also expose other people who have small businesses. Because a lot of times, everybody know the Mac, all these other things, but she thought it not robbery people to say, hey, let me, you know, pull somebody else up, as far as like, we're not crabs, so we pull them up, right? To expose people because they have small businesses. A lot of times people are pretty much selling out the car. Come on, let's be real with that. You know, I'm real with mine. You're selling out your car, you got your makeup, you got your lashes, you got all that stuff, and you have this fabulous ideas, but hey, nobody don't know who you are. Who are you? So I appreciate you just trying to expose them simply by investing good money as far as sponsorship, starting at a smaller amount, but exposing you to so many avenues. I don't know if y'all saw the flyer. Look at all these people. Good God, you know what? Look. Okay, and then you have to talk about that because with the magazine having over 1 million views, do you know the percentage that you can, be exposed to, and you can, that will take you from literally down here to another level up here. And then somebody might even say, hey, I like your product, let me sponsor you in turn. So, it take money to make money, people. It just does. You know what I'm talking about? I'm real with mine. If you don't want to go anywhere, then you sell out your car. See how far you get. But this right here, to expose people to something like that, this is the you got to talk about that.
Well, when I was talking to Therese, we're going to shoot a documentary, or she's going to capture everything. She has a camera crew going the whole 9 yards. And she also has a magazine called Top Level Magazine. And she knows this is God that has opened up this world to her. And so we opened it up. I wrote a sponsorship package, and we opened it up to other fashion designers who want opportunities like this. And Therese said, I said, what we going to give them? And she said, well, they can't send clothes because, you got to be picked. She has a clothes. You got to be picked. This was no easy process. The Lord did this for her, and they've been watching her. And so she said, well, I'll open it up to accessories. So people who had accessories and products, she said, I'll have the models run down the runway. She said, whether it's bracelets, necklaces, whatever it may be, hats. So Titus Showers, who's an artist from A&P Records, he has a fedora line. He's one of our sponsors. Then Apostle Doris Brown, she has a number of lines, and she's one of our sponsors. I spoke to a lady last night. I got a call back. She has a skincare line. And so Therese, I said, Therese, how are we going to go down the runway with skincare stuff on? She said, well, I'll have the models take pictures with the skincare, because you got to understand, this woman going to be over there with people like Vera Wang. So she's getting a lot of publicity. There will be magazine write-ups. Today she was interviewed by Fashion Week, Black Fashion Week magazine. The magazine I told you about was at Europe Daily Magazine with over 1 million. 1 million. So you're right. Anybody who jumped on that opportunity, Therese has been mentioning in her interviews our sponsors and their sites. So somebody could look at that, because she's getting ready to be seen all over this globe. And somebody could look at that and get curious, go on their site, and it could change their life just like that.
Again, people, listen, it takes money to make money. Just investing in a little bit to get to where you need to be, and you be like, wow, I'm up here? Because I know you didn't make your products, I know you didn't make your jewelry, I know you didn't make all these things just to be a nobody. You went into business, and nowadays, of course, right now with the pandemic, you need that money. You invest something so you can get somewhere greater. And I don't know if you don't take that opportunity. I don't know. You can only bring the horse to the well. You can't make them drink. But this right here is some good drinking water right here. Okay? So y'all need to do what you need to do. I don't care if you have to borrow a bag, whatever. Ask the Lord, please. Get the money, sponsor, and get seen. All right. This right here is like, sometimes that opportunity come one time. That door opens right here, and then it closes. And then you be like, oh, I should have, would have, could have. Too late then, okay? So please, people, sponsor, get some money, borrow, get a loan, do whatever you do. But then you're going to get money from that, because guess what? You're going to go somewhere where you could not go. And they are going to take you there.
I'm so glad you said once in a lifetime, because when she asked me, I looked at myself. I'm over 50, though I think I'm 25.
Look at her.
I'm over 50. And the Lord said, I was bringing your modeling career back around to you. So I've been a fool to miss this opportunity. So when I asked her, because girl, I've been practicing catwalking all over again, and I asked Therese, I said, well, what do I need to bring with me, or whatever, to any particular color shoes, whatever, and she told me, and I said, okay, I'm gonna go invest and buy my shoes, I'm gonna buy whatever I need to do to make sure I am in place with this opportunity, because I know God opened it up. And just like Therese, she has invested. Fabric's not cheap. She flies to New York and shops for fabric. She flies to California. She flies all over this globe and buys fabric. And she doesn't know who's going to buy her outfits, but she's investing in what she knows God has given her. So folks who don't want to invest in ministry, it's time out for all of that.
It really is, you know. You take one step, he'll make you take two. So this is opportunity right here. While that door is open, slightly open right here, step up in there. Step into that crack, while it's open. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So I'm serious.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
While it's open, look at this. I don't know if y'all see this or not, but this right here, look at that. TLM. Wow. And like I said, Therese, her outfits, I see.
Is he changing pictures?
Change the picture. I need you, Kendall, to change the picture. I need you to show Apostle
in her outfit.
In her outfit, the next one, because that's Look at her when she was young. Ooh,
I'm trying to get that figure back. I'm trying to get that back.
Okay, show the next one though.
The white one.
Show the next one, Kendall.
Kendall.
The other one, it should be a picture of her in the white.
Yes, that's the outfit she made without any measurements.
I know you have to have that.
Come on, Kendall. It's there.
Can you find it or no? You know what? Okay. Well, anyway, listen. If you find it, Kendall, if you can show it, please, before because that time goes. So I really want them to see one of her outfits. I know that people have the flyer and they can, look. People. If he's not able to, I'm hoping that he is. Mom, can you go out there and ask him if he's able to find the outfit, the white one that I said, please? Thank you. If not, then you can look on my site. This is actually going to be the flyers everywhere, and this is also going to be re-aired again. WBGR on demand, a Roku, Amazon Fire Stick. I think Lionel gave me now 8 o'clock on Saturdays, and also it's going to be on All Nations TV Network on Roku TV worldwide. Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesday 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And wherever you are in the world, you just convert it to that time. Okay. I don't know what he did with it, but anyway. It was on there. Let me tell you. Just go to my site and you'll see it. It's actually on the flyer. Okay. But any more words? Because that time just goes. But we didn't start on time, so we got maybe about 2 more minutes. Therese, do you want to say a few more words? And also, I'll give it back to you, Apostle. Yeah.
Well, I want to, for anyone who's deciding to become a sponsor or be a donator, it definitely will go a long way. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this, and I'm going to be bumping elbows with some of the biggest brands in the country, along with stylists and brands worldwide. It's not like just the U.S. I'll be there in Paris and Milan. So your brand will definitely get eyes and notifications. So, and I'm bringing my best. I'm bringing 100% into my collection. So it's a strong collection, and I'm ready to go make it happen. And thank you again for anyone who would support. And thank you so much, Dr. Veryl. I'm so excited to have you, and thank you for having me on.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm just so excited to be in the number.
Come on here.
And I'm not going to let God down, and I'm not going to let her down. This is new territory. This is new ground. And I am just excited for all that God is doing in both of our lives. See, she's a little modest, but my thing is bragging on other people. Outside of this, out of the New York, the Paris, the Italy, she even got an invitation to London. Let me just go there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I do believe Dubai is going to open up for her as well. And then she's also doing a women's expo in Atlanta. She got invited to that. She got invited to another big fashion show in Vegas. And then there's a fashion show called Faith and Fashion where my boy DJ Haddon to be there singing.
That's right, yeah.
Woo, 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 woo. But so I'm excited to tread on the territory. And like I said, I'm going to just let God use me through my feet, y'all.
Yes. Okay. And then how can we get in touch with you guys? Give some shout outs, and also how can we get in touch with you guys as far as social media if y'all want that information out there?
She can give her social media first.
Go ahead, Therese.
Yeah, so my Instagram is Therese Marie collection, and there you can find a lot of my designs, pieces, and my upcoming projects, and you can contact me directly.
And I'm Apostle Veryl Howard on Facebook, Instagram. If you want to call me, you want to be one of our sponsors, want to be listed in all these magazines and on our documentary, and you want your brand out there, we're going to put it out there. It's 910-644-1824. And I want to give a thank you to Rainier, and I also want to say happy birthday, September babies.
Here we do.
I had to say that, and I wanted to pick you up something, but I was rushing coming from the dental office, and you know what? This one we just we love each other. We both September babies. But you're looking fabulous, and I wanted to say happy birthday to you live.
Thank you so much. Actually, my makeup artist, she was here, and I wasn't expecting anything from her because I ain't hear from her. She usually say something like hey, happy birthday, Renee, or something. I ain't hear from her, but she fooled me. Mom, can you go over there and show that real quick? Okay, yeah. Oops.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
The light is off.
I'm okay.
Okay.
The light is off.
Okay.
See back.
This is what she wrapped. Okay. This is what. Hey, Kendall. Hey, excuse me. Tell Kendall, is he going to show that picture that I sent? I just sent you the picture.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, thank you. Because before we wrap up,
so they can see it.
You gotta see that picture. You know, I'm real with mine.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
And the bloopers, all that. You know, I'm real with mine. This live. Okay. But look at this, y'all. Yes, look.
Beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
And it's artsy.
It is artsy.
Very artsy.
That's very, very artsy. And I can't eat any right now because I have a procedure I got to have done on Friday.
I'm having one done.
Doing you for real
tomorrow.
Because you know I'm a registered nurse, and so because of the shortage, I have to do it on my day off. If I'm off for the day, I got to do it because we don't have nobody to take our place. Come on, nurses, people. We need more nurses out there. Okay, don't you want to go into the nursing field? You can do nursing/media like me. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I want to thank y'all so much. I was just trying to wait and see if he was going to show that because I didn't want to say goodbye and not show that one last picture. How we doing? How we doing out there? Listen, y'all. Please repost. Mike, can you go make sure that he's doing it? If you can go and just make sure that he.
Amen.
Because it shouldn't be a long time to show just one picture. You know, I'm just saying. I'm real with mine. Okay. So. Just yeah.
You are hilarious.
I'm real with mine. Okay, so if he could just show that picture, because I really want people to see how beautiful the outfit is just fantastic, gorgeous.
She did it.
My goodbyes, okay?
She did that. And you know, another thing I love, she said I didn't have to be a 2 or a 4 or 6 Rainier.
I just sent him the picture and it's not going through. That's what he said? Tell him I just sent him a picture. Can he check that? I just sent him a picture.
Rainier, what I love about this is with Therese, she goes from sizes 0 to 18.
Whoa, okay.
So she does the everyday woman. So when I thought my 10, 12 was too big, she said, you know, I want to be able to meet the everyday woman's needs. And you don't have to be a 2 or a 4 or 6 or 8 to feel beautiful and to look fantastic.
Yeah.
So she caters all the way up like that. And that's one of the things I like. And so this is very unique about her fashion ministry.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. What did he end up saying? I sent him that one picture. I just sent it to him.
He got it and he's trying to do it.
Amen.
It's not doing anything at all. I sent it to him on both sites. And
it's all right.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. At least I tried.
He is working on it.
Okay. Because that time.
I wish I could sing happy birthday to you because I really would try, but I would embarrass myself on national TV. You know.
Happy birthday.
You trying to help me help you?
Yeah. Your birthday's on the 17th.
The 20th.
The 20th, rather. So she's still a September Virgo, baby.
I'm going to be 20.
Okay.
I'll be 20.
I'll be 20. Look how pretty she is.
I'll be 20.
Look how pretty she is.
Did you find it?
Let's see, because I just sent it to him. I just emailed it to him. So he is kind of trying to work.
He's trying, huh? I see Hattie up in there.
Yeah, because I had that one. Yeah, I just emailed it. I just emailed it to him. And if you can.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, did you see it?
Just show it.
Did they show it?
Yay!
See?
Go back. Leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it.
Okay.
Yay!
Look how beautiful this outfit is.
That's
Is that
Therese.
not gorgeous? Come on here.
No measurements.
Look at that.
No
Therese.
measurements.
Yes.
Girl, I don't know if you see this
I don't
outfit.
know.
He finally got up there, and let me tell you that
Oh my
it was so
God.
worth it. It
Yeah,
is.
you look so good in there.
Yes.
Oh, that's her. That's
wow.
all of her.
Look at you. Wow.
That is all of
and
her.
Listen, the details of that.
Mm-hmm.
This is a skill beyond skill. This is the anointed. This is gifted. You know what I mean? Wow.
Let me tell you, she blew the directors when I came out. That's probably how they decided not to kill me. I was supposed to be killed in the series. And they said, yeah, I was supposed to be killed. And I
Okay.
prayed and I said, God, I don't want to be killed.
You know what?
And they kept saying, we know you're going to get your white outfit messed up or whatever. Then when they saw me in my white outfit, swinging my long white hair
See?
and bringing it with her outfit, both of them came to me, Crystal and Howard, I love dearly. They came to me. They were like, girl, you killed it from head to toe, and we writing you back in. Now, you are now a cast member.
Listen, Hollywood star. She is an actress.
I wasn't supposed to let nobody know that. That's a secret. Nobody's really supposed to know that.
Which they know it now.
They know it now. I'm so sorry, Howard and Crystal. I'm sorry. But because everything was pieced together. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have been a wrong outfit. You see what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
But they said the aura of it gave them the role that they wanted.
Wow.
It was the aura of it lined up with what they envisioned, but it went beyond what they envisioned to the point they kept saying, we don't want to kill you. We don't want to get blood on your outfit.
Wow.
We're going to write you back in. So now I'm an official cast member.
Okay, I'm going to wrap it up because he's telling me to wrap it up again. All right, listen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Listen, repost, share the show. I'm going to look at it over and over and over. Look, you know what? Yes. To the let me say my goodbyes to the Nigerian Sodabo, to the French, to the Spanish adios, to the French au revoir, to the Indian people Valosta, Koreans Anikaseo, Pakistan Al Hafaz, the Vietnamese and Ethiopians, those who speak that language, ciao. To the Italians, Arrivederci, the Russians, Das Vidanya, to the English people, bye, see y'all later. Repost, share this show, let it go everywhere worldwide. Again, it's also going to be on Amazon Fire Stick, Roku TV, WBGR On Demand this Saturday, 8 p.m. They're going to re-show it. And also it's going to be on All Nations TV, Roku, on set days. I told you Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and set times on the Roku channels worldwide, okay? Take care, y'all. Bye.
Peace.
Let's talk about the positive life.
All right.
Positive life. Positive life.